Hi YouTube, this is Eric, and thanks so much for watching this video. And you know what, this is my experience and why I take this. This right here is a bar of Xanax. This is what it does for me, and this is why I take it. So, you know what, I have a channel all about mental health, mental illness, suicide awareness, sobriety, all of this. If you haven't clicked the like and subscribe button yet, please do. Click the little like and subscribe button, comment below. Thanks so much for everybody who's joined so far and being part of this journey with me. Hi YouTube, this is Eric, and this video is about this right here. That is a bar of Xanax. And Xanax is a drug out there that has a ton of stigma around it. Wanted to do a video on it because it's also a very powerful tool. To give you a little bit of idea, one, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I'm just somebody who's been through a decent amount, and I'm very active in mental illness, mental health, sobriety, suicide awareness. I have been diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD. I have been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, amongst many other things. I've seen psychiatrists, I've seen psychologists. There is a difference between the two. If you don't know them, Google them. One prescribes medication, one doesn't prescribe medication. There's tons of tools out there in life, and Xanax is one of them, and Xanax also has a lot of stigma around it because, again, it is the 12th most commonly prescribed drug, and it is what we call benzo. And what a benzo is in that family, there's Valium, there's Klonopin. Most commonly, what most even kids know in high school and in middle school is Xanax. And what Xanax does is Xanax goes after your central nervous system. It is a highly addictive drug. You do have the possibility of being addicted to this. It does give you a euphoric feeling at times, but it goes after your nervous system and your brain receptors. It slows your breathing down. It slows your heartbeat down. It slows your whole system down. The easiest way that I can say of how Xanax is for me is like my brain stops, takes a deep breath, and goes, it's all okay. But because it is a part of this, there are tons of negative side effects to it, of suicidal thoughts, to depression, to lack of sleep, to being tired, to memory loss. I've never experienced any of it personally. The only ones that I've actually experienced a little bit of is the tiredness and the sleep. Any of the other ones I haven't. In fact, part of the reason I will take Xanax is because it keeps me from going down that dark path. It keeps me from going into those areas of my brain that I don't want to go into, the negative self-talk. You know, when you're on this drug, just a big disclaimer, you know, don't abuse it. Don't use it with other medications and drugs out there, such as alcohol even, because, again, slowing your breathing, alcohol attacks your central nervous system, a lot of the other drugs too, and you can just stop breathing from it. You know, it's not a drug to be played with. It's not a drug to go unsupervised with. For myself, I'll take a quarter of a Xanax bar. That's when the anxiety hits extremely hard. Why I don't really deviate from this is because I've been all over the chart on different. I've been on Prozac before, and antidepressants send me to the point of being almost suicidal. To all the way to Zoloft, to so many different ones out there. I've never tried personally Klonopin. I've never tried Valium. I never had to because Xanax was work for me, and I never had any real negative side effects except for just being the tiredness and a little bit of the sleepiness. But taking it, I've been able to push through easily through the day, and it hasn't affected me and made me to the point that I was shutting down. So why do you take this, and what is anxiety, and this is what that drug is based around, to slow your system down, to give you relief. And a good friend of mine, her name is Kelly, she did this video for me once, and this is her when she had recorded an anxiety attack. So this gives you an idea of what anxiety is like if you've never experienced it before. She recorded herself in the middle of an anxiety attack, and I give her all the credit in the world for the strength of doing this, and I can't thank her enough. So this is an anxiety attack.
People really feel how debilitating anxiety is. You know, it's really hard for me to post something like this because you feel ashamed and feel like people won't understand you. It's so hopeless. It's the worst feeling ever. I just want it to stop. I don't know how much I can do it. It's so horrible. You never want to give up on life. But when you feel this bad, you don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna try to push through another day. Hopefully I will be better tomorrow.
Again, Callie, thank you for sharing that. And this is why they created Xanax and what it is for, because Xanax for me, personally, my anxiety gets strong enough that I begin to shut down. It's crippling to the fact that I am very unproductive. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to leave do anything. I want to sit and I allow my brain to attack myself with tons of negative self-talk, with a lot of depression, feeling that the life is pretty much hopeless. I feel all the weight of the world, from anywhere from bills to my animals to my wife to feeling I let down everyone, to the point that it's debilitating. I know teens that have abused this. I know adults that have abused it. And this is a very, common drug with a lot of stigma around it, mainly because it is prescribed so heavily. For me, though, it works. For me, being an addict, it's monitored with my doctors that I don't abuse it. I was never addicted to popping pills. That wasn't what my addictions were based around. My addictions were based around alcohol and cocaine. This drug, though, itself, prescribed correctly, is just a powerful tool to give me that breath of fresh air, to let me know that it's okay to be not okay. If you've been to that point where that negative self-talk is taking you down that negative path, and it's not stopping, and you don't want to leave the house, you are debilitated. This is that powerful tool that we have in our tool belt that, if not abused, can help you. So my opinion of Xanax, I think, is one of the best tools out there. I've never personally experienced any of those negative side effects that are commonly known with Xanax, but I have noticed all the benefits of it, especially when it helps with the controlling of my breathing, especially when it helps with how my brain is acting, and putting this to rest and letting me know it's okay. I mean, I'm on the road a ton, I work a ton, and this is a powerful tool. So don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of the stigmas. Don't think that this is something that you might not want to explore. Believe me, explore it with your doctor. Be open with your doctor and let them know how you're reacting to the medications. Because let's face it, some tools that work for others might not work for us, but others that didn't work for others might work for us. We don't know what these tools will do because we're all different, but it's trial and error. And I believe in you. So if you're suffering from anxiety, if you're suffering from those panic attacks, those anxiety attacks, try it. It's worth it. You know what? I found it was worth it. So I hope that you got a little bit out of this. I hope that this might calm your fear a little bit of what Xanax is. It's a wonderful tool. And again, it comes down to people helping people. So, thanks for watching this. I hope it brought a little bit of awareness to it. You got to see actually what an anxiety attack was. And if you've never experienced this before, maybe you can relate now a little bit better and understand why people take Xanax and why we do have to, take medication like this, because we're all wired a little bit differently. But you know what? Again, it comes down to the more that we're aware of it, the more that we break down the walls, the more we break down the stigmas. Again, thanks for watching this. Comment down below. I'd love to hear your comments. Click the like and subscribe button if you haven't yet. Check out the other videos, because again, it all comes down to people helping people and making a difference in each other's lives, because we can do this. Life's a journey. It's worth that fight every single day.